how do you own your sexuality without letting your sexuality victimize you?
Well, see, that's a tough question, because when you own it, most of the time you are being, that's what it is. I'm a very outspoken person. I will say whatever comes to my mind. If the sky is yellow and I think it should be green, I'm going to fuss and fight about it being green. But if, if I talk about my sexuality openly, which I have before, it's almost taken as though, oh, well, we know what kind of girl you are.
And what does that mean? No, let's back up. I need to get in your business right quick. What are you saying, and what's the reaction you got when you said it? So first tell me, what are you saying?
Okay, so say for instance, in a conversation that I've had with friends, amongst a group of friends, actually, we could be out for lunch or whatever the case is, and we start talking about having sex with our partners. If a friend, for instance, says, well, I have a guy, and, he asked me to, go a little lower on him. And if we're talking about giving oral, she's like, yeah, well, he wants me to go a little lower. And I'll say, well, if this is the person that you want to be with, and this is the person that you plan to please, I mean, are you going to do it? What are you going to do? And they're like, well, would you do it? And I would say, yeah. And so I'm looked at as, oh, well, she's an expert. We know not to ask her anything because she knows too much about sex, or she does this, instead of saying, wow, well, what was it like, or how did it happen? And then I've gotten teased about it sometimes, where it's like, oh, well, y'all know not to ask Cello anything because she knows it. Like, you got to be careful because she likes to talk about sex a lot. That's her specialty, versus I'm being comfortable in my sexuality and knowing what I like and what I don't like. It's not that.
But you know what? I got to say this in defense of you and every woman that owns her sexuality. You need to tell this little boy ass to be quiet, because, to be honest, this is one of them times where you in some grown folks conversation, you need to take your childish butt and sit down somewhere. I got my boy Little Rick in the mix. Little Rick, this is Dr. D, and come on in, but Jaylene, finish ladies first, and then we're going to bring Rick in.
It gets better. I'm in my 40s, and I can talk about with my girlfriends about sex without being, feeling like I'm being judged.
You nasty. Like.
Yeah, ain't nobody doing all that. We just talking. We crack jokes about it. We have a good time. And the more liquor we have, the more open and honest we are. So whatever.
And the more nosy I am. All right, Little Rick, bring it in. What's up, dude? This is the Reality Check, Dr. D. Yvonne Young.